Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Down goes McChrystal. It appears down goes McChrystal. And I don't know that we wanted to get him, but we got him. And it looks like he got himself more than anything else. General McChrystal, in charge of the troops in Afghanistan, involved in a profile piece in Rolling Stone, which turned out to be nothing but disastrous. Iceberg straight ahead. And he ran right into it. I mean, in military terms and in PR terms, you cannot get a bigger epic fail. What the hell was he thinking? So what's the piece and what's happened as a result? First article comes out where he throws every single person in the chain of command underneath him. Almost. He didn't say anything bad about Mullen, okay, who's his direct, of course, the top of the chain in terms of Joint Chiefs, right, head of the Joint Chiefs. So let's get to it. First of all, Joe Biden, one of his officers with him that he allowed to be interviewed throughout this whole article, calls Joe Biden, Joe Bite Me, okay? And they say that he's clueless and doesn't know anything about Afghanistan and isn't right at all. They think Jim Jones, who's the head of the National Security Council, is a clown stuck in 1985. He says that Obama gave him an, quote, unsellable position, questions Obama throughout the piece, and, you know, Eikenberry, the head of our diplomatic corps, of course, in Afghanistan, says that Eikenberry betrayed him and that he has the worst relations with him. When you get to Holbrooke, one of our top diplomats in the region that Obama sent specifically to control the situation there, he says he just gets in the way. He gets a message for him while the reporter's there, and he's like, I don't want to answer this, and basically says he's a pain in his ass and he's just trying to meddle in his affairs and doesn't know what he's doing and he's desperate. I mean, it goes on and on. You're like, Jesus, how did you let this stuff into print? Because, look, if you do that, you're putting the president in a situation where he has to either fire you because you've thrown everybody under the bus, or I guess you think maybe the president is so weak that you could bully him and that he'll even take that. I mean, this is Dr. David D. Schultz on John Stossel. And that's an open-handed slap, boy. What are you going to do about it? And I can't imagine that Obama would be weak enough to not fire him, right? Right? Well, as I told you in the beginning, we now have a report, as we're doing this show live, that McChrystal has offered to resign. Now, that doesn't mean he has resigned. It doesn't mean Obama has accepted that resignation. But it would be very surprising if he didn't, because you just can't do a public rebuke like this of the president and his entire staff and everybody else working in Afghanistan and get away with it. Because what does that tell the rest of the military? Oh, you can ignore the commander-in-chief. I mean, that doesn't just endanger our mission in Afghanistan or in the region. It endangers our chain of command, that the commander-in-chief is, even though he's a civilian, is in charge. So I don't think Obama has a choice here. McChrystal's got to go.